And I know they really wish we would fall till we fall. I'm the big bad wolf, there's a full moon, y'all.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a gun comparison between two 320 Hawk Scout Rifles, Pulse Rifles. Now, these are two of the hardest hitting weapons, yet one of them is better than the other. Obviously, that's why I do these videos, because one is better. And I would really like for you guys to actually vote using the card in the top right hand corner next to that little eye symbol on the YouTube page, because I want to know which one you guys think is better so I can carry that on to the next episode, because I want to do another video with these 320, but it's against a different weapon. And yeah, I just want you guys to vote on that, and I'm going to do the next video based on whatever one wins this video. Anyways, let's get into the showcase. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is the first gun right here. It is a Hawk Pulse Rifle, and it's really big, it's really bulky, it looks like it does a lot of damage, and it actually does. So I'm going to show you right now. It is the Disrespectful Stare, and I mean, what else can I say besides it's just a hard-hitting weapon. Unfortunately, I wish it had a better, trait, but this is what it came with: the pulse monitor, which auto reloads part of the magazine when the wielder is critically wounded. Now, this does not work, or it doesn't help you at all in PvP unless someone has the aim of a potato. But for the most part, you're not ever going to really get to use this. And I mean, it does kind of help because the clip is so small at 27 rounds, or 27 rounds, I guess, magazine, and 320 rounds per minute. Extremely far range. The stability does not really matter too much because the gun shoots so slow. It does have a little bit of shake to it, but it is more or less a pretty good, it's a pretty stable weapon. The handling is extremely low, which I kind of find, not that useful in this game, but some people might complain about that. The impact is high, and the reload speed is pretty low as well. Coming over here, we have the SC Hollow, which I actually like the most on all of the weapons from Hawk. I don't know why, I just really like that one. And then the LB Assault, and that's pretty much just a scope you guys can see, and it doesn't do much besides just up to range, or no wait, it downs the range, my bad. So honestly, there's no point in using that ever unless you actually just like how that looks more. And then we have the high caliber rounds, which just increases your range. And then down here, we can also up the stability with steady rounds, but you really don't need it once again. Plus, range pretty much dominates this game unless you're in close quarters. At that point, you should be using an SMG or sidearm. But anyways, that's pretty much the showcase for this weapon. Now we're going to move on to the next one. Alright, so this is the next gun. It is also a Hawk, Pulse Rifle, 320 RPM, like the same one before, although it does have slightly a different look. It's kind of fatter, more round looking, and it doesn't have the nice, like, sleeker, like, handle and stuff like that. I don't know, I really liked how the other one looked more than this one, plus this one just kind of, I hate the camo. I didn't want to change it. The other one I just pretty much put on that, the Hawk camouflage, because of the fact that it makes it look newer, based on, just because that is the actual camo. Anyway, so this is the Eytsein, because it does not say Ein, Eystein-D. I always thought it was the Einstein. I always called it the Einstein, but it's the Eystein. Anyway, so you guys can see the stats over here. It's slightly better handling. I'm going to do a side-by-side, so I'm not going to really point out everything, but I can just tell immediately that the handling is better, and stability might be a little bit better, but I'm not 100% sure. It's 320 round per minute with a slightly larger mag of one burst, so pretty much just, it's pretty much like one shot. If it was a scout rifle or something like that, it's just got 30 rounds. And then over here, we come up here, it has the GB iron, which I don't really like too much, and then it has a thermal sight. Sorry about that. And it actually does work. It does highlight the enemies when you're zoomed in, so you can actually see some enemies. If you have like a hard time seeing them, you can use that. But I don't really personally like that one. It doesn't do that much more of a difference. It does up the range, but I don't really feel it when it's just a little bit. Same with this over here. We have the ricochet rounds, which I actually prefer because you can actually bounce bullets off the floor and stuff like that. So if you have like really bad, like control of the gun, you accidentally hold down the thumbstick a little bit too much and it hits the floor, you can actually still hit an enemy, but it does have to be a hard surface, so it can't be like dirt or something like that. And then we have the accurized rounds, which downs the stability by a lot, ups the range slightly. And then this is where it kind of, really pulls away from the other gun, the Disrespectful Stare, just because it has the high impact reserves. So rounds at the bottom of the mag, pretty much, so the end parts of the mag, will always do more damage. I believe it's just like 1 or 2 more damage, but it still does help a lot, especially like when it's multiplayer, because that really does help when you're like, okay, say you're shooting someone and you're doing like, I don't know, 33, and then you get an extra bullet, then 34, so you can pretty much just, you know, 2 bursts, but it's not that high on damage. I don't know the specifics on the PvP side, but I will try and figure that out in this video. I don't know if I'm going to get in PvP clips though, that's the thing, because I don't like using 320 RPM, you know, pulse rifles. I want to call them scout rifles so much. I don't like using them in PvP because there's so many better weapons to use, such as scout rifles and auto rifles. But I mean, I will try, no promises. So if there's no PvP clips, I apologize for that in advance. But I am going to pretty much just go on from this part. I'm going to show you guys exactly what your health has to be at for the, you know, the what is it, the pulse monitor for your gun to reload, and how much it's going to reload. I'm going to shoot down to 3 bullets and then just wait till someone shoots me, an enemy. And then I am also going to show you guys exactly what bullet, or what half of the mag, or, you know, what percentage of the mag pretty much will start doing extra damage. So yeah, I'm going to get into the accuracy test, and then we're going to move on from there. Alright, so we're going to get started right here with the disrespectful stare accuracy test, and I'm just going to shoot at this wall. If you guys did not know, I'm outside of the map, so if some bullets don't register inside of the wall, that's kind of why. And as you guys can see though, this is not touching the right stick at all. Pretty much is a laser. I'm just going to shoot a couple more bullets, and you guys can just see, I mean, they all stay like extremely compact and stuff like that. So I'm going to move on to the next weapon, which is the Eystein-D, and we're going to do the exact same thing, but actually, you know, you guys can see that there's a difference in this one. This one goes off to the left a little bit, and it keeps going, and it just keeps pushing that way. So unfortunately, you know, even though this one is like a very similar weapon, you guys can tell already that there is some differences, and the other one does seem a little bit better for that reason. Now, I do want to do a side-by-side comparison of the two, so here we go. So this one apparently does have more stability, yet it does not seem like it, even though it says it does. I think the disrespectful stare in general is just a better weapon, even though the Eystein does have those rounds at the end of the mag dealing extra damage. I don't think it's actually worth it based on, you know, the range and stability that it has, because this one just, the disrespectful stare just feels so much more smooth, and it feels like just a better weapon. I don't know why I said, like, well, I don't know what's wrong with my commentaries lately. I've been doing so bad in these. Anyway, so don't forget to, you know, vote on these weapons so I can know which one will move to the next round and face off with another weapon, or the next gun that I'm going to do actually. But I'm actually going to do the game clips now, and it's going to be a post commentary. So yeah, let's just get into that. Alright, so pretty much we are going to just kill random enemies around the map. You guys can see the damage is 36 without critical on Vex on Nessus. And there you go, 113 on criticals. So I want to kind of go over towards this area over here, and then also kill some Fallen so you guys can get different damage profiles and stuff like that. Sorry if I was a little bit far away from the mic. I just noticed I was kind of stepped like farther back than I usually am. So also 36. So the damage does not scale based on the enemy. I do want to see if the damage for headshot does scale, and then we have to test out the what is it called? Here, I'll just test it out right now. You know what? We're gonna test out the, you know, reloading after getting critically wounded. So I'm just gonna let these enemies shoot me up and see if it does actually reload my weapon, which kind of sucks. Look, as you guys see, so it did 5 bullets. That's not really worth it at all. And I legit was just about to die before it actually finally gave me the, you know, the extra bullets, which I don't think is really worth it, because I don't even think I'd be able to get a kill based on the fact that they do a lot of damage, or like not a lot of damage, but you have to be super low, so you don't have to do too much damage to me in order to get me to die and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say that's completely worthless. That's my verdict on, you know, the pulse monitor. Personally, if you guys like it, then that's on you. I don't like it at all, and yeah, the damage is very consistent. No one was out of my range. 36 was always the base damage. Now we're going to switch over to the Eystein-D, and we're going to test out the what is it called? The damage that goes extra, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. The extra damage at the bottom of the mag. So let me just get over to these enemies over here. I'm trying to not headshot them because I want to see. So there's 37. So what was that at the last 15 bullets? 37, and then 117 on the headshot, and then it's okay. So it continues to go up slightly. So the last 6 bullets goes up another 1 damage, which I don't think is too worth it, I guess. So yeah, 36 base, 38 at the last 6, and at the last 15 it started to do 37. If I can get him in the head, where did he go? Oh my gosh. No, okay, so he's just gonna keep running like a crazy man, you know. See if I can do extra damage to them as well. 32. I mean, 121. That's actually, why did I do that much? I don't understand why I did that much. Let's just see. So yeah, 113. That one did 121 on the last, what, 3 bullets, I guess. So maybe it does scale every single time. It doesn't seem worth it to actually rely on that, but just based on accuracy and range and stuff like that, I'm gonna have to personally give my 100%, like, you know, vote to the disrespectful stare, not based on just the range, stability, and stuff like that. Also based on the look and just, you know, just the way it feels in my hand. Plus, I mean, the look is amazing. I like this gun's look a lot. Like, if they can make a faster firing Hawk that's like pretty much the exact same gun, it's pretty much like, you know, based on the same like concept, the art or whatever, then I would totally just use that, even if it sucked. Like, I like using this one just because it looks good. But I mean, that's pretty much it for the video. Don't forget to, you know, like the video, but also vote on the card, please, so I can get the next video out, because I like doing these gun comparisons. I've always wanted to do one where I actually take a, you know, the winner from one round and take it to the next round and stuff like that. So I do want to do another video with one of these guns versus another gun, but you guys are going to have to vote for that. So anyways, if you guys liked the video, please hit that like button, subscribe for daily Destiny 2 videos, and I will see you guys all tomorrow for another video.